they come on late or they're like, I really wanted to hear what you said again. And I never know what I say because it just flows out. And then they're like, say that again. And I can't say it again because I have no idea what I said. So now we're recording and we have documentation to be able to go back. So I'm going to mute a few people just in case. Okay. I am so excited. So we always have team call every Tuesday. We've been doing a lot more winning day stuff, and that's another thread. We're doing kind of like a worksheet together. It's kind of like a daily IPA challenge, and a lot of us have been doing that together. So if that's something you're interested in, please let me know. We can kind of give you the guidelines on that and see if that's something that you might be ready to be committed to. Because I know if you're like me, you need a checklist and you need something that's like, okay, I need to do this today and this today. Because doing those small daily tasks are also what grow your business and just keep you connected to people, keep you in customer care, keep you in mindset growth, keep you in that loop. And sometimes we're in a season where we can't be that, and that's okay. But we have this chat, so we just keep each other accountable and whatnot. And we'll start it again in June. But if you're interested, I can show you the sheet and see what we do on a 5-day basis and 2 days off, because nobody works 7 days. And this is why we love Plexus, because we only need to work 2 hours a day. Okay. So I am pumped because a lot of you guys are coming to convention, and we are going to talk a little bit about convention first and why it is so key to get your booty there. And I really don't mean that I mean that in a very good way, because a lot of us that have been to convention know how it changes us, what it does for us, what it moves us into the next rank, to the next goal, to the next everything. I have found out today there are a lot more top secret stuff happening that you're going to want to be there. Seeing it virtually is not going to be the same. Seeing it and not being there is not going to be the same, because a lot of when you watch it virtually, you're not going to get all the sessions like we are when we're there together. And so I want to challenge a lot of you to just reevaluate where you're at on that. I know if you have trust me, I know that there's some people that they cannot come to convention. You have other dates that during that time, or there's something happening. I completely understand that. But if it is, I don't know if I can afford to go. If it is, I don't know. I don't know if I can be around that many people, or if it's whatever it is that maybe you're attached to on that you might not be able to come. Let's reevaluate that, and we can figure out solutions. So many solutions can happen, because here's the thing. This is going to be a huge tax write-off for you, because I have seen people that go to convention and they almost double or triple their income in the months to come because they went in person. And so it's another great tax write-off. A lot of people are driving. You're able to carpool with them if you want to. You can fly. Just great opportunities that you are going to miss if you have to wait another year for it to happen. And again, there are product launches that are happening here that you're going to get insight in. You're going to get top knowledge in. There's other things happening. And we also have Gold School. There's going to be an exclusive Gold School party that are only for gold people that are just hit gold or about to hit gold by convention, things like that. So very exclusive recognition for you. If you are somebody that loves recognition or being acknowledged for the efforts that you do, there's going to be recognition for you. There's going to be the science, the know-how. There's going to be training from Brock. They just announced him. He's an Instagram guru, and he is wonderful. I follow him on Instagram. He is phenomenal on helping people post, helping people do reels. He's coming. Jason Dorsey is coming. There's just a lot of great speakers that they pour thousands and thousands of dollars in to help us grow our business, and so that we can all grow together and do all this together as a team. Because we all know when we flow together, everything just flows the best too. So I want to know, what are you afraid of about convention? And really think about that. You don't have to answer that. You can come to me later or whatever. And you're like, well, Cassie, this might be why I can't. This is We can work on that. I promise. I know I posted in our silver chat earlier about how somebody today on our call with corporate had said she put her plane ticket and everything on a credit card. I don't always agree with that. Trust me, I hands down, we only have 2 credit cards. I have only another one because I did the same thing. I bought an American Airlines card because I travel a lot more now. And now that I can build my credits up for flying, so I put it on there, paid it off, super simple. And that way now I have free baggage because of that credit card and things like that. I don't use it, but I have that opportunity. And so right now with American Airlines, you can actually get $250 cash back. And so it's paying for most of your ticket. So think about those kind of things. We can help you with that. We can help you get the rise up, rank up bonuses this month. I'm going to put, let me show you that because we're going to dive into that too here in just a second on what the potential is this month that you might be missing out on. So I want to see a raise of hands if everybody understands fully the rise up, rank up bonuses and the consistency bonuses that are happening this month. And if you don't understand it fully, type in the chat or let me know. Okay. I'm going to pop it up here in just a second so everybody can see it. Okay, so I think I understand. Okay, not fully. That's okay. I've got this. Do not worry. We are going to go over this because this also could be another reason to help you get to convention, or if whatever you would like to do with it, I would highly recommend using it for convention. And I'm going to talk about more convention stuff here in a little bit, but we're going to focus on right now the rise up, rank up, and the consistency bonus. So what those look like, let me share my screen. I'm 90% sure, but I don't hear from you. Okay, let me show you guys. All right, so we have these awesome graphics right here. So rise up, rank up. That means, let's say you were silver a long time ago and you haven't hit silver at all in a long, long time. And you hit silver again this month, you get an extra $100 extra. Now, let's say you just started and you hit silver this month for the very first time, you get $200. If you hit silver for the very first time and in your first 30 days, you get $300. So again, here's a breakdown. So let's say I'm going to use somebody that's Ruby. Let's say you haven't hit Ruby in a long time and you hit it again this month and you re-rank. That is $500 for re-ranking Ruby this month. So pretty much you're getting your bonuses forever. So every time that you hit a rank in our company, they give you a bonus for that rank. Well, they're pretty much saying, here you go. We're going to give it to you one more time. And so you have this month and next month to earn it, but we want to focus on this month. So this month, if you can re-rank or you can rank up and get all these extra bonuses. So think about that potential, like $500, for, Julia is a great example. Fast start, because she's in her fast start window. Let's say she hits Ruby this month, which we're working on. It's going to happen. $1,500 is going to be in her hand as a bonus, y'all. That is past commissions. That's past other bonuses. That's past everything. She'll have $1,500 in bonuses alone. So I don't want you to miss out on these opportunities because I feel like sometimes it can get muddled and I don't want this to be muddled. I want you guys to fully understand it and be like, okay, well then what you need to do is go and look in your virtual office at where your points are at today, not what they're going to be and wait till the end of the month. You want to see where you're at today. And then calculate how many orders you need to hit that next rank or to re-rank. For instance, gold is 100 points. Let's say you're sitting at 50 points right now. Well, then okay, at 50 points, I need 50 more points to hit gold and either re-rank or rank up that month. Then you calculate, okay, well, each person is about 5. I usually do an average of 5. So if you divide that, there's your 10 orders. You need 10 orders for the month to hit that rank for gold if you're already at 50. So look in your virtual office, dive into where you're at. If you're at 12 points, great. If you're 18 points, great. And you want to hit senior silver, or that's 50 points. If you want to hit gold, that's 100. It's very simple. And I want you to remember, this doesn't have to be all you. What we do in this business is all about helping one add one. It's very small commitments. It's helping each single person add somebody because we all know somebody struggling. It doesn't have to be 18 people. We all know somebody struggling. And so it's teaching that person to say, hey, do you have anybody possibly that is suffering the way I know that we all have health issues? We have a great promotion this month on a lot of our welcome packs. We also have a depuff challenge coming up. We have all these things coming up. Would you like to hear more about that? Or do you know anybody in your circle that might want to do this alongside of you? Because you're more likely to be successful when you have somebody doing it alongside of you. Do you know anybody? And you're just simply asking. I tell my team, my winning day, have you asked? And it's not like, it's how's your ask? Not the bad word. How's your ask? Because if we're not asking, none of you guys would be here, right? None of you would be here if somebody didn't ask you. So we need to get the afraidness out of us. We've got to get the fear of what other people are going to think about us and all of that, because could you imagine you would not be here if all of that was on the person that asked you? If they did not ask you, you would not be here. So reach out to those people in a very genuine way and let them know how much you care for them and love them. And if they have anybody else that would love to join them with you. Again, it's just having your person, just focus on one, adding one, and then you just go from there and cycle. And the one great thing that you can do, there's several things that you can do. You can do a quick sip and see at your house where you're like, hey, who wants to come over and try my pink drink? Super. You don't have to have all kinds of testimonies. You don't have, so, I mean, you can go above and beyond, don't get me wrong, but most people want to be connected. Most people want to be beside you and hear your story. And if you don't have a story, that's okay. They just want to hear why you started. What did you hear that you decided to join for? Have them over, try some of your pink drink, and then just share with them what's happening and what these products could do for them. And I promise you, more than likely, every event that I normally go to, if there's 3 people there, 2 sign up. It's almost every single event that we happen. I mean, the last 2 events we've had, I did one Sunday, every single person signed up at that event. The week prior, 2 people signed up from that event. So it's just simple. You're just going there, sharing your story and having them try a couple of little samples. You don't have to have all the samples either. So again, it's having one person add one, do a sip and see event or do a virtual event online. That is how you can hit these bonuses right here. Plexus is so generous. And I know all of us, this is an added bonus for us. We all mainly want to help people, right? That's all of us started that way. We want to help people feel better. I know I'm so grateful that somebody helped me feel better because it gave me this as well and gave me community and all of you guys. So I want you to think about those bigger things too. Okay, I'm going to have all this Facebook stuff pop up. Okay. Next, consistency. I don't want you focusing on this as much. We want to focus on you re-ranking or ranking up, but they are giving people a consistency bonus. So let's say you hit gold for the very first time last month and you are excited and you are hitting gold again this month. Well, because you are consistent, you didn't drop in your points, they're going to give you a bonus of $75 just for keeping your rank. So if let's say you keep your rank this month, that's great. Next month, we're going to have you rank up, right? So next month is the very last month for rank ups. And so this is the, they do this every quarter. They do something different. And so right now they're giving us all these bonuses. They know right now how hard it is on families with all the gas prices and everything that's going on. So they're really trying to help us with bonuses and helping our families out. So an added bonus just for being consistent. So there is that. Does anybody have questions on that now? Oh, I didn't see the chat until now. So I'll read that as y'all ask me questions if you need. Is the Gold Party part of Gold School or all Gold Ambassadors? No, so Gold School is separate. The next Gold School is in Michigan, but there is a Gold Party only for exclusive golds at convention. So you're gonna have both. So this next one is in Michigan, and that is in July. And then the next one after that is in November. I think November. I'll have to double check. And I find out where that one's going to be. So.
Okay, thank you. You said something about Gold School at convention.
Oh,
so that's why I was confused.
Okay, sorry. I just meant like a gold party, a gold course.
Okay.
Kind of thing. Thank you. Sorry. Rachel has 14 days left for your senior silver. Yay! Okay, so senior silver is about 10 orders. That's it, 10 orders. And that is helping each person add one. And then that's how those 10 orders make it simple and easier to do and maintain. So yeah, $450 for Rachel. She's 4 away. That's incredible. Jerisa has a sip and see tonight. Oh, yay. I did hear about that. I loved some of that happened tonight. That was great. And all 3 families who came joined. What? See, guys, this is why we do sip and sees. And I guarantee you all, Jerisa was like, y'all, I just started this and it was great. Do it with me. Like, you don't have to overcomplicate it. I promise when you overcomplicate it, here's a great scenario. Who's been to a restaurant and the menu had multiple pages? Right? Most of us. Who else gets overwhelmed when there's multiple pages and you're just trying to find something that you recognize? We don't want to overcomplicate this. We want to make this simple. So I always go back to the menu at a restaurant. I think of like Mexican restaurants are normally the ones that have the multiple pages. And I don't know half the words that are on those pages anyway. I'm like, okay, queso and taco or fajita. That's I know those. I'm just going to stick with that. And so the biggest thing is not overcomplicating this. It's so simple. So when you do a sip and see, it's literally having people come over, stop by and say, do you want to hear my story? Do you want to hear why I started trying this? Even if you don't have a story, why did you start? Make it simple. 3 friends, that's incredible. Okay. Who else has questions on the Rise Up, Rank Up or the consistency bonuses this month? Because we have 2 weeks left in this month.
I don't have a question about it. I just like today I received my email for my consistency bonus, I guess from last month. And it's just like, our company is just so generous and I'm just so thankful for it. So anyway, I don't think I have any questions, but it's just, I want to take that opportunity to God's blessing us through this. And I'm so excited to have other people catching the vision to help others with their health. And when you feel good, you want to do more for the Lord. And at the end of the day, if you're hurting to just stay, in your bed or whatever, not do anything. So anyway, God is just truly blessing us.
I love that. And I don't know if everybody saw my post today, but it was on point, Chris Rainey, of how sometimes people look at network marketing or MLMs or anything like what we do in a very negative way. And it's because they just don't know. And it is powerful how many people, like as in his story, how many people have come to Christ, how many people he's baptized, how many people he's helped out of addictions, how many people he's helped grow closer to God because of this opportunity. So just imagine the things that you can do helping people feel better, because God has given us this to be able to supply people with better health, and they're just going to be able to have better lifestyles when they feel better. And so it just is an awesome ministry that we can have to be able to pour into other people. And so that's how I look at this. Anytime that's a bonus, it's like, great, this is God's work. Great, this is God's work. More people are on our team. I love this. Because more people are feeling better, and that's what it's about. So,
yes, and he's a minister, the one sharing about. So we all know that their pay isn't always that great. So to be able to supplement their income with this, I don't know. That post was awesome.
I know. And I think that's another great thing. It's like, you can make this as a full-time business, is like for me, or you can make this as something side. It's up to you. But there's several, like Chris Rainey, that he literally has it half and half. Like he makes and does this part-time and then does his preaching and stuff part-time. And it's just incredible to be able to do what God is calling you to do and moving into this. Okay. Next question is, so everybody on this call, I'm looking, I don't know who iPhone is. Whose iPhone on here? It just says iPhone. I'm just curious. Now everybody's like, which one's, am I iPhone? Anybody? Okay. Well, I was curious because I was going to say every single person on this call has at least one person on their team or more. Every single person. So I want to ask, are you casting vision for your team? And you're like, Cassie, what does that mean? Casting vision is literally What gives you spark and motivation to be on this call? What gives you spark and motivation to consistently reach out or talk to other people about this? What sparks you? And are you sparking that for your team? Because we all know that I just got off a call and there was one thing that stood out to me, and it was in Plexus, sometimes you can have Plexus periods to where in the middle of the month or whatever, you're like, oh man, I can't have anybody else. There's nobody else going to come to me. And there's a lot of hormones and it's ups and downs. And, you're thinking all the things because that's what Satan wants you to do, right? He wants to put all the negative in your mind that nobody's going to be coming to you anymore. All your people are going to drop off. And then you're like in a rut. Guarantee the brand new people that just started with you are in the same rut about right now. In the middle of the month is a great time to do I believe. And reach out, like I'm going to say, I believe, Shara, I am so happy for you. And let's say you just started these products. I believe that these products are truly going to transform you. This is your second week. How are you doing? Tell me, are you finding great improvements in your headaches that we're trying to work on? Get it on a phone call with them. Phone calls are powerful. So are you casting vision with your team? Your team is customers too, like ambassadors, VIPs, that's your team. So are you casting vision with them? Are you helping them see the great potential in these products? Are you helping them see and be open to the business opportunity? Not everybody's going to want it. That's okay. But if you don't ask, you will never know. I have noticed and I've found right when I sign somebody up, if I am sending that graphic and I'm saying, hey, Brianna, I know that you're just starting. I'm super, super pumped for you, but I would hate to not let you know about this because the last thing that I want is finances to get in the way of your health journey from here on. And so I want to be able to bless you if this is ever something that you need to dive into, or, because we want your health to be a priority so that finances never get in the way. And so here's a graphic. I want to share with you what your potential for using your referral links are for this month. If you need to talk about that, I would love to talk to you. And you just send the graphic. We have graphics usually for every month of the potential that people can get by using their referral links. So I'm going to ask everybody, and it's okay if you haven't, it's all confession time. Have you asked your people about the referral bonuses?
I'm so sorry. What was the question? I had a kid talking to me.
You're okay. So we're talking about our ask. It is, have you asked any of your brand new people or any of your people about the referral bonus? And then Julia was wanting to clarify, ask is in their goals. Nope, just asking just sharing the referral bonuses. Because I feel like sometimes we overlook that because we never know what people are praying in their prayer closet. Nobody's going to tell you they're negative in their paychecks. Nobody's going to tell you how many credit cards they have maxed out. Nobody's going to tell you that they borrowed money to get these products from somebody. Nobody will tell you that. That is so personal. And so for you inviting and letting people know about the opportunity for using a referral link, and a lot of us know what referral links do. It is worldwide anymore. Anywhere you go, you get like, hey, send this referral link, you get $10 off your next order. Great. It's the exact same scenario. And so we need to get better. Can you explain the referral bonus? Yes, I can. We need to get better of sharing this right when people sign up. I mean, the moment that even before they click yes and say, hey, Rachel, I just want to let you know, I never want finances to get in the way of your health journey. I know how excited you are to get started, and I never want to leave this off the table because your health journey is priority. And so here are the referral bonuses for this month. And so if this is something that you would like to learn a little bit more about, it's very simple. That referral link that you actually put in, that is your link that you're able to share now with your friends and family. And here's the potential. Would you like me to tell you more about that? Boom. The biggest thing is we never want finances to get in the way of their health journey. So I want you to really get that into your brain and get that like knocked out, so that it kind of flows off your tongue every single time you have somebody join. Like, hey, Cindy, I'm so excited for you, but I also want to, tell you about this opportunity because I never want finances to get in the way of your health journey. Talking too fast. So here's a great graphic. If you would love to talk more, I would love to be able to do that with you. Boom. Super simple. So I share the referral program with every person I talk with, but I don't specifically go over the different bonus ranks. I would just, so the one I'm talking about is where it says like May, refer 1, $35, refer 9, $1,000, that kind of thing. Because here's the thing, same with the menu. If you're getting somebody brand new signed up and they're like, what's silver? What? Huh? What's gold? What? We want to simplify it and just start with, hey, if you have 1 this month, it's $35. If you have 3 this month, it's over $400. And I always start with 1 to 3. I mean, they're going to see in the graphic all the others and they can be like, oh, tell it 9 people. Does that mean like me signing 9? Or, you know what I mean? So they might ask those questions as they go, but that's usually where I start is small because we don't want to overwhelm people on that too. Okay, Brianna, did that make sense on the referral bonus? And if you need, and I can show this graphic too here in a second. I'll find it. And if anybody else has questions, please let me know. No question is a dumb question, especially a lot of you guys that are newer. Please be on here and ask any questions that you have, especially if you're brand new. I'm gonna find that graphic. Okay. If you don't know, if you actually look in our silver thread and click on the silver thread name and then go to view media, all of our pictures that have ever been in that is there. And so that's where I find all of our reused stuff or we've already sent. Here's a May one. And these are just, it's very simple, like refer 1, here's this bonus. Refer 3, here's that bonus. And that, so like right now, it's about $470 if they sign 3 people this month, which is huge. I mean, who needs $400, right? I mean, you're talking it's $100 to fill a gas tank anymore right now. So every single person could be dramatically transformed by what we have right now. Okay. Who else has questions? And yeah, Julia, I always share the graphic, like the moment that they sign up. I try not to even skip that step anymore. That's like been a big thing with, I've been getting corporate coaching, and that has been huge on just being unashamed of what we have. You know, if we assume other people's situations and whatnot, we could be missing out on a prayer that they've been asking for. We might be helping with one prayer, but by also offering that, we could be helping with more. We just don't know unless we ask. So that's why I say, how's your ask? Okay. Okay, so with that, and again, a lot of this is you guys too, depending on where you're at in your journey and how long you've been doing this. A lot of these bonuses could be for you as well. If not, you have the rise up, rank up, or the consistency. So this is where I'm going to circle back. It's not my favorite word, but I'm going to circle back to talking about rise up, rank up, and convention. A lot of you might be like, well, finances, I just can't make it happen. Okay, let's find a way. There was another girl on the call. She's like, I have a brand new silver that is having a garage sale just specifically to have money to go to convention. Think of little things like that, because I promise you, what you're going to gain at convention is going to multiply or triple what's going to happen from here on. If you wait another year, you could be missing out on incredible opportunities to grow your business. There is a virtual option. Don't get me wrong, but we all know what it is like when I feel like at church, we can watch church virtually anymore, right? Because of COVID, now everything is online. Do you get the same feel when you're watching church online as you are in service? I know I don't. I've done that. I did that one day. I was like, let's just stay home. We've just been running around. We'll try it online. I felt like I was more scattered brained. I was like, wait, there's the dog. There's that. Like, I wasn't focused. Where I'm at church, I'm focused. I don't have distractions. I'm able to praise and worship. I'm able to dive into the sermon. I'm able to give my full attention there. And so that's why it's very key, and why I'm kind of a little harsher on, not harsh. I really want every single person on this call to be at convention, because that's how much I believe in it. That is how much that I feel like it's going to grow your business. And I know every single person on here is trying to grow this as a business opportunity or a ministry. And so, yes, compassionate, that's a better word. Very compassionate about you guys coming. And just the key things that are going to happen there. I can come back and tell you, but you won't be able to experience it, if that makes sense. Yeah, you might get keynotes like, hey, this happened, this happened, this happened, but it's not going to be like when you're there. So I highly recommend you guys going there. And it is not, and if you don't know this, you can bring your best friend that isn't in Plexus. You can bring anybody to convention. It is open to every single person. So if you're like, oh, Cassie, I don't want to go by myself. I don't know anybody on this team yet. Great. Bring your bestie, have a girls trip, and come have a girls trip with all of us. And it might be that your bestie learns and sees our company, sees how we pour so much into each other, sees the uplifting atmosphere, sees everything, that they then might want to do it with you. Like, I have seen that. I've seen where people have come and they've gained so much knowledge and growth, and they're like, okay, sign me up. I'm ready. Tell me what I need to do. I usually do this at Super Saturday. Super Saturday is one of my favorites. Julia actually went, and now Julia is here because she went to that event with us and she got poured into, and Super Saturday was tiny, minuscule compared to what convention is going to be. Like, convention is going to be huge. So please do not hesitate reaching out to any single person that you believe needs to be there. I reached out to 4 people today that don't do Plexus yet, and one person that did Plexus years ago, and I'm trying to get her back. Go ahead, Shara.
Hey, so I just wanted to throw it out there. Last year for convention, which was way smaller than what it's going to be this time, I didn't know anybody. I was on these calls, so I've seen people. And Hannah, we live in the same town. I know of her, but I don't know her, if that makes sense. And Cassie, I think I met for a quick second going to Springfield for something. So it was just, I was going by myself, with them. So please go. And then on top of that, I ranked gold that next month because I went. So like when she's saying, usually you rank up that next month just by going to convention, it really did happen for me. So just keep that in the back of your mind. And on top of that, we might have room, one more in my car. We might have room for one more in our room. So just throwing that out there.
Yeah, there's plenty of opportunities, and we have several rooms so that it breaks down the cost for you, so that you're not having to have a hotel room by yourself and feel like you have the burden of that. And here's another thing. We eat cheap when we're there, because here's the thing. I can eat fancy stuff all day long somewhere else. I want to pour my money into other things while we're there. And so like Shara and I at Leaders Retreat, I took her to Leaders Retreat recently. We eat cheap. You don't have to eat expensive. Now, don't get me wrong. We ate out like 1 or 2 times, but we went to Walmart and grabbed a couple of things we kept in our room so that we could snack and then have a good dinner. And so there are a lot of opportunities for you not to spend a lot while you're there. And so know that that's not going to be a huge burden either. So welcome party usually has food, which is, think of this, there's probably 5,000 plus that are going to be there. They have food. And then the farewell party has food. And so you're going to have 2 meals that are going to be covered. Excuse me. Okay, who has questions about, because some of y'all don't even know what convention is. So if you have questions on what that looks like, or what it is going to look like at this one, I'm happy to answer those here on this call. I'm happy to kind of explain what it is. So just holler at me if you have that right now. Hang tight. Okay, sorry, my kiddo came down here. Okay, anybody has questions? Like, it's okay. Oh, okay, that's probably, that makes sense. So Cindy reached out to me and it's completely fine. Some of you probably don't even know what to ask because you're like, I have no idea what it is. I'm just coming. Okay, so convention. I'm just going to break it down because you might have the same question. So convention is going to be think of a big concert arena atmosphere, big concert arena. Everybody's going to be there and they're going to be having certain sessions for where you are. So like, let's say they're gonna have an emerald session. So all emeralds are only going to be able to go to one session, and golds and silvers, and wherever you're at, you're going to be able to break off so that you're learning exactly what you need to learn. There's that. There is, there's, if you like the fun aspect like I do, there's silent disco normally and dancing. And Shara, I'm going to be doing a wheelchair with her or something with her dancing. There is great opportunities for you to just have fun. They really go above and beyond on those parties. And so they have parties and events. I actually have, I think I just sent this. Let me find it. I just sent it to, I sent it to our convention thread. So we just started a convention thread. So anybody that's coming, you'll be added to that. And so you don't want to miss out on that. And we also have team shirts that we're going to be wearing. And you also, Plexus always gives things to anybody that comes to the in-person events. So that's why I'm actually surprised they extended it that long to the 15th, because they have to get everything ready before convention. So I'm really glad that they extended it. But it is, I believe, $149 for the registration ticket. But if you really break that down, that is cheap, you guys, for what they're offering. All these speakers coming in, think of like, not that John Maxwell's coming in, but people like him are coming in and speaking to us, and we're only paying $149 for what they're offering us: food, two meals, all the speakers, everything. So it's a great investment. Okay, so for instance, the first night I'm having well, at least all of us are coming in on the 21st, because I promise you, you're really going to want a day to like get to know where you're at, get to know the city, see the hotel, and then that next following day, the 22nd, is when everything starts at 3:00. And so that is the general session. We're all going to come in. They always have like a welcome party with, you know, like drummers and all kinds of things, like concert feel, people down the aisles. It's incredible. Then they have a Plexus Store. So the Plexus Store, they only have exclusive Plexus items that are going to be at convention that you can order or buy. And so it's another opportunity for you to have swag, what we call swag. So you can have Plexus shirts or sweaters or lunch boxes. I tell people it's like the Macy's store of Plexus. It's massive. They always have so many things. So they have the Plexus Store open the whole time. They have another training session. And then they have so this is the first night, they have a free night out in Columbus. So we can go out and see what Columbus has to offer, or we can just stay in. It doesn't matter. We can do whatever we want. The next day, there's going to be an opening session again. So usually it's trainers. They're coming in and speaking to us about Instagram or how we're posting or how we can build our business or anything that we need to learn more of. Then there is, then we'll have some time off. There's winner's dinner that night, so we'll have some time off. Then there's a men of Plexus. So let's say you bring a man, as in your husband or your spouse or your boyfriend, whoever. There's a men of Plexus that morning, and it is powerful to see a room full of husbands or guys loving and preaching. And you can't go. I mean, I've kind of somewhat snuck in once just to take a picture, because it's powerful to see all the men, because usually you only see the women in Plexus and you never see the men aspect. So it's really powerful to see all the men. And so they have a men of Plexus session for just the men. Then they have a workshops. So workshops is usually broken up into where you're at. Like if you're like, okay, I'm going for Ruby. I want to hear more about Ruby. You go to that workshop, and then XYZ. It's wherever you need to go during that time. They have another general session, and they have a gold party, and then the closing party. And if I read it right, I think I sent it in our thread. The closing party is a disco party, and they're doing flower power and all kinds of 70s stuff. So if you got 70s stuff or flowers, bring it, because nothing is too much during that time. I mean, I'm going to go all out. I'm going to go be Goodwill shopping here soon. So if y'all are close, let's go. So there is that. It's going to be great. And so that's what convention, that's pretty much it. That's the schedule. So you're going to have some downtime, and you're going to have a lot of good training time. So, and I'm glad you love the shirts. I'm so excited about them. Okay.
And it's just fun to like, it's such a fun time of fellowshipping with other women, getting that mom break. It really is just a good time.
It really is. And you will not believe how many babies are there. That's another thing that I loved, was taking pictures, and several on our team have brought their babies, because you can bring your children, you can bring your babies. I mean, trust me, I want a mom break. That's why I go. But if you can't, and you're nursing or whatever, it's still a great opportunity to bring them, because they have usually a mothering room, or they have opportunities that you can be still in session and everything, because they know this is a family business. So. Okay. Next thing, if you don't have any, do y'all have any other questions on convention, rise up, rank up, or consistency?
I don't have any questions, but I'll tell you, Plexus knows how to party. So it is so fun. You guys are gonna have fun. And I will figure out a way.
Girl, I got you.
My busted move too. So I'm gonna do this.
And by partying, it's not like drinking and things like that.
Right.
So it's just fun.
Oh yeah. I mean,
and I'm like, oh, there's a big party. Not my cup of tea, but no, it's fun. Good.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. It's incredible. I absolutely love their parties. The silent disco is one of my favorites. And if you guys haven't done it, it's like headphones, and there's like 3 different stations. And so you click on it, and like one will be, your headphones will be green. It'll light up green or red. And so it's fun to see everybody with a different light, and they're like jamming out to like country music, like Rascal Flatts or something. And they're like, da, 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 da. And then somebody else is over here screaming out to Mariah Carey. And you take off your headphones and you hear everybody. It is hilarious. It is the most funniest thing ever. I mean, it's the best people watching, listening ever. Anyway, it's so much fun. Okay. We're going to move off on that really quick. So I sent a graphic, and if y'all didn't see this, I sent it in our thread. And if you need it, y'all forward it to your teams. It is in the threads. If you guys don't have it, forward this to your teams too, because we're helping them add one, right? So this graphic, what we're going to do in the next 24 hours is I want you guys to print it if you can. And the first rank right here is silver. You're going to write down somebody's name that you're going to help go silver this month. And then vice versa. Some of you guys have even higher ones that you can help on here. You know, there's gold school. Who are you going to help go to gold school? The next thing is, let's say you're just starting and you really want to fill all of this in. You totally can. I want you to put, like, let's say Hannah, you reach out to me and you're like, okay, I want to be emerald by July. Well, I'm going to put Hannah right here, and I'm going to put July, because that's what she's said and she's going to commit to. She's going to do whatever she can to hit it by July. So all of your team members, I want you to put their name beside each rank and when they plan to hit that and how you're going to help them hit that. So that's the goal for the next 24 hours, is to print this and kind of write down, you're mapping out and showing them and where they're going to be and what they're telling you during that time. And so I'm going to be I started filling mine out, and it printed small. So I was like, well, I'll just do a little bitty ones until I can figure it out. And then what I did is I went down into my virtual office, and this is something that you can do because most people might not recognize how close they are to the consistency bonus or to the rise up rank up bonus or re-rank. So go and write down every single person and where they're at right now and be like, oh my gosh, Cher, do you know that you're only 3 people away from the rank up bonus or XYZ? And so then I would put Cher's name next to gold. And I would just say, gosh, girl, you're almost gold or senior gold. You know, you only have 10 more orders for that. And so I would put her there and say, would you like me to help you, get to that point by the end of the month? And so I would write down May for her there, if she is committed and ready to do that. So that's the goal, is to write people down here and when they're wanting to hit that rank. So you might have them multiple times. Like, let's say, Julia, you want Ruby this month, and we have Emerald, senior Ruby next month, Emerald in July. I'll put you 3 times on here. So does that make sense for everybody? And if it doesn't, please let me know. Anybody? It's okay if you have questions, I promise. And if you don't, that's great. Cindy, your sister is doing a gut health event tomorrow. That is incredible. 63 people. 63 people. They've confirmed they're coming. Oh, hang on. I'm going to unmute you. I'm going to try. You're muted.
She invited them, but she hasn't got all of them to say yes.
That's okay. And I will tell you, during those, the biggest thing is to remind people about 15 to 30 minutes prior, because we all know how life gets and we're like, oh crap, it is 7 o'clock. And then you're struggling to remember all your time or days. So during that Facebook event, those 63 people, I would have her be like, hey friend, just a quick reminder, set a timer in 10 minutes. We're going to be starting. And she might get a lot of good feedback for those 63 people. That's incredible. Okay, who else? And Brianna, we are doing an event. We talked today. We're going to do an event for her on the 26th. She's actually coming here to Missouri again this week. And so we're going to try to sneak a very quick, maybe 30 minutes to an hour, where I just come over, tell my testimony, and then we just see what happens. So who knows? Anybody else? Quick questions? Okay. So the next,
Hey,
yep, go ahead.
Real quick for new people, can you explain how it works towards going towards your rank ups? So once they hit silver, they've added 3 themselves. Can you explain how anyone that they add, those people, when they add somebody, it counts for them? Can you explain that in a simplified way?
So the biggest thing is, let's say you have your 3 people. You always want to have 3 people you sign up. That's how we get paid and how we stay silver. So we want to be consistent on that, because if you have one fall off, we really want to make sure you sign up that 3rd person. So the biggest goal is to try to at least sign 1 to 2 people every single month, to just stay consistent on having at least 3 level 1s, is what we call them, in your organization that you have signed, you have joined, because people fall off. And so you constantly want to really keep building and adding people. And so once you have your 3, then it's helping them add 1. And so when the next goal is 10 people, those 10 people can be anybody past your 3. That's them adding people or you adding 10 people. It's whatever that looks like. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like I overcomplicated a little bit. So I wanted, thank you so much. That's very helpful.
Yep. You're welcome. I always just tell people it's helping 1 add 1. And whatever that 10 looks like, you just need 10 welcome pack orders to count for ranking up. Retail orders will not count for ranking up. Retail orders are great. And what I told somebody today, and this will help everybody that are brand new too. When you have somebody come and they just want a bottle of ease, you do not want to sign them up as a VIP. They are not ready for VIP. Yes, they're going to get better pricing, but you get nothing for them ordering only a bottle of ease, where they're coming to you because they want to, have you help them. Have them sign up as a retail, because then you're going to get PV for that instead of having nothing if they sign up as a VIP. So if I have people come to me, I only sign up VIP customers if they're going to give me 60 to 90 days commitment and they're going to be on a welcome pack. I never give them a VIP if they're going to be lower than that. It's just something I just always remind myself.
And the importance of having PV, it's once you order your welcome pack, like the people that order retail counts for your PV. But I don't want to puzzle with their welcome pack. A blessing.
You were cutting out really bad on my side. I don't know if that was everybody. I could barely hear you. Okay, it wasn't just me. Usually it's my internet. That's why I asked. So Hannah, just type that in the chat so that we can understand what you were trying to say.
I disconnected the Wi-Fi. Is it better?
I can hear you.
Okay, don't worry about it. I was just saying it's better for like ranking up and everything. Because I haven't explained retail to everyone yet. I'll do that in a private message so that it's not confusing.
Right. I usually tell people retail is, for somebody that needs smaller orders, that's completely fine. Keep them retail. And then VIP is for ranking up and for people that are going to be consistent from 30 to 90 to, from here on. Okay. Before we get off, I'm going to put your names on these. So if you feel brave enough to tell me, I would love to hear where you want to be this month and where you would like to be in the months to come. If you're ready for that, because I think it's powerful. We all know what accountability can do and what it looks like when you write it down. So when I write it down on mine, I want you guys to write it down on yours too. So you can see a visual of, oh my gosh, by, July, I'm going to be senior Ruby or whatever that looks like. So pull up the graphic if you need to, and then just let me know if you're okay with it. Share with me where you're wanting to be, and I'm going to put your name in the dates on these. Okay, Cindy, gold this month. Ruby, Julia this month. And then Cindy, have you thought further than that? Like where you want to, when would you like to be senior gold? Have you thought about that? Next month. Okay. I'm going to put it, Cindy, June. Okay. And Julia, you'll write this down for her on your sheet too, so you have it. I know not everybody printed it. It's okay, but.
I want to be senior gold this month.
Okay.
And I would love to be Ruby next month.
Okay.
My emerald gold.
Gold.
It's the medicine.
Yeah, I'm just in awe that you're on here. Let's just be honest.
I want my business to do good. I got to get on no matter what. So, my emerald, I think what I would like to put down is June of 2023.
Ooh.
I know that's like a year. But I don't feel like it would give me anxiety.
Yes. I get it. High or not, she's coming. I love it. Oh, that's true. In most of my team, I have been on after my surgery. Like I had shoulder surgery and I was like all propped up on medicine too. But I mean, it's the same because like, what else are you going to do? So I totally get it. That is commitment. Amen to that. That is commitment. That is no excuse mode. Like for real, if I can be like, Shara, come on, you know, in a nice way. Like Shara just had surgery a few hours ago. Anyway, literally. So, okay. Anybody else? And if you want to do it privately, that's completely fine. You don't have to shout it out, but it's definitely powerful when you tell other people.
I definitely want to hit senior silver this month.
Okay.
I'm still working it all out. I'm still so new. I don't know if like I'm capable of more than that. So I'm just going to go for that.
That's okay.
To start and then just keep trying, you know.
I think Shara has something for you.
Do not say oh my gosh, I just forgot what you said, that you're not capable. You are capable. Speak it, because I think you are, because you are really showing up and shining. And I feel like you could do it.
Thank you. I will rephrase and just go for it. I talked to Cassie earlier today, and just whatever I can do, I'm going to try to do. Trying to line up the rest of the month. And actually now I have like the brain space and capacity to do it. So I'm excited.
Oh yeah. And we have to, and why Shara stopped you is because words breathe life. And when we say those words out loud, it tells our mind what's going to happen. And so most times, you know, when I went emerald for the first time, I was like, I'm an emerald. I wasn't emerald yet. I just kept saying it and I kept believing it and I kept pouring myself into it was happening. No matter if I still need 100 orders, like it got crazy. I was like, no, it's happening. It's going to happen. I'm going to be emerald. And I had it everywhere. And so it's whatever we say here really reflects here and what happens. So senior silver is going to happen this month. We've got a lot of good things in the works. We have really fast. We have the Depuff Challenge, June 6th. I'm waiting on Carissa to verify and make sure the graphics are good and we can keep, start really posting that and getting it out. You have the mom group, and I had some questions on that. So I'll kind of explain the mom group thing. There is a mom group that McKenna is doing, and that one is mainly just sharing some summer fun events and ideas and things that moms can do during the summer, and snacks and recipes. So it's mainly just a good content for people outside of Plexus where we can grow community and just share ideas and vision and stuff like that. There might be a couple sprinkles, I heard she said, of Plexus, but that's not the main focus. They don't need anything to order in it. They can just be in it. Go ahead.
Is that the 30-day challenge thing that Cindy was asking me about that earlier? Spring into action 30-day challenge. And I've seen a couple advertisements for that too, or people talking about that too. And I don't know what that is. Do you know what I'm talking about? Cindy, maybe I don't remember.
Oh, Shara looks like
you
she
remember
does.
where you. Okay.
So on the Plexus ambassador community page, they created a file that it is laid out. It's not that anybody is probably doing it, but it's something we could grab and even do maybe a summer one. We can flip the words or something. But I tagged Cassie and Hannah in it. I can find it and add it to our thread. That way, if anybody wants to go to it and see. But it was pretty cool. It was like laid out perfectly. What you need to do on day 1, day 2, your pre-prep. It was a good layout. And I love layouts. I like having everything listed and organized. So I was like, oh, got to save that. So I can find it again and put it in there so everybody can go look at it.
Yeah. I was first like, is there another challenge I don't know about? Oh my goodness. But no, yes, it was just something that corporate came out with, and they're just trying to help us. And this is the other thing, like There are a lot of book studies and stuff that are happening right now. I will say, if you can dive into Jessica Heffley's, even just do hers. I don't care if you haven't started, start today, because there are recordings. So you can catch your very first one then Monday live, but you can catch the recordings and go ahead and watch that. They're doing it on Millionaire by Halftime. When I first joined, that was our first book study. And so it is incredible. And I'm catching up right now. So you are not alone on that. And I highly recommend you guys doing it. There's that one. We're finishing up our 21 Laws of Leadership, so you don't have to worry about that one. But we have just the Jessica one. So I would dive into that. And then yes, that one. And anything that Plexus offers, yes, Cindy, anything that Plexus offers, we're going to be offering. Like, I feel like sometimes we can do our own stuff all the time. Don't get me wrong, but Plexus gives us a lot. They give us book clubs. They give us all these trainings, Motivational Monday. Now tomorrow, every single person on here, we're having a welcome to Plexus call. And we really, really need to tap into those, because people are hearing from corporate, and it is going to be tomorrow. And so if you go to the ambassador page, I believe it has the time. I don't have it right on hand, but it's a welcome to Plexus call. And we really want all of your people on that call. They just have to listen. They're never going to be seen like they are here, but it's powerful call. And then the next thing, so I said the moms group, the depuff group, and I think that's it.
Is the moms group, is there a link up for that yet to add people in?
McKenna was working on it tonight. So once I get it, I'll get it.
Okay. And then the depuff, you said you're just waiting on Carissa for the finals. Okay. And then your opportunity call you're doing Thursday night?
Correct. That was
we're allowed to share the graphic with the Zoom ID on it.
Yep. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, share that away, because I'm going to be coming on, Julia's going to be coming on, and McKenna, and we're going to be talking about the business opportunity of what we have to offer and why we are truly so different. And so any single person that you have belief in, I don't even care if it's a little mustard seed, have them come to that call. It's going to be really powerful.
just so everyone, that's open to people that are in Plexus now and that are not in Plexus, but
Correct.
You think that Plexus would be a blessing for them. Okay.
Yeah. Anybody.
Okay, I have a couple things, but first off, I gotta say, Julia, I am, I don't know, so proud of you for jumping in and being part of that opportunity call, being somebody so new into it. That is huge. So I'm excited to watch that. So I'm proud of you. Anyways, other thing, for those of you did anybody get to watch that? It was today, I'm hoping. Maybe my days are mixed up. The level 1 winners of the success sprints, where you got to do the workout.
Darn it. Y'all, I even had a reminder. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Of course I couldn't. And so, okay. Hopefully, I imagine they'll probably do a reporting, maybe.
Yeah, well, they did it. Yeah, they should have. And so it should be recorded. So guess what? Your leader sometimes I actually forget a lot because I try to keep up with everything. I really need like 20 hands, but there was a great call today that we earned and I forgot about it. So usually it's on Break Live or something. And so we should be able to rewatch it. I'll find out.
Okay. Okay, another thing. I know, I'm sorry.
Julia, I really wish I could have printed that screen. Hey, at least I didn't freeze, right? Oh, that would have been funny.
So on the depuff challenge thing, I was thinking about this earlier. This is just how I feel, my opinion.
Yeah.
If we start promoting that and we start signing people up like this week, they're going to get their products before it's even time to start, which yes is great, but how many times do we get people that are excited and ready to go and they're going to want to start the products that day or that next day, not necessarily wait. Do you think we should hold off from really sharing about it? No? Okay.
I think so. If you remember, this is why I'm kind of starting it sooner than later. Do you remember the 21 Hard? And we were promoting that for like weeks and weeks. And so I think that even if, let's say somebody signed up today and they got their products, I'm looking at the calendar, they got their products by Sunday. Yeah, they'll have it for a week, 2 weeks exactly. I would go ahead and have them start it and say, hey, the challenge isn't starting until 2 weeks, but let's get you on a jump start and let's go ahead and get you started, because they're going to start seeing those transformations before the group. Then they can come in the group and just share their, takeaways already, and they'll be entered into the prizes still. We are working on grand prizes. So if you remember the 21 Hard, where it was like the $1,000 pot and they gave it away to certain people, different people, we're thinking actual gifts like Uggs or those cloud shoes and like big things like that. So this is another reason why I want to promote it sooner than later, so that we can have lots of buy-ins, so we can say, hey, and the grand prize is going to be blah, blah, blah. So that's why. I hope that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
So should we go ahead and have them do their before picture before they start?
I would. You're good. You're good. I heard you though. I would have them go ahead and start on there before and go ahead and just start keeping track. But really ideally, like some of us might have started reaching out a couple times today, like Cindy's already gotten a few and some others that have committed. I think for this week, it's mainly seeing who is going to be committed to doing it with us, and then hopefully either getting them to, add their products. Let's say they're already an existing customer or ambassador or whatever, then say, great, let's go ahead and get your order in by blah, blah, blah. And then that works better. But for somebody brand new, I would just have them start and get them 2 bottles of ease and then just get them ahead of time. And I'll make sure in our leaders chat too, I'll post all that too, because I bet other people have probably had the same questions. And the Depop will be good because they'll be right after Memorial Day. And so a lot of people on Memorial Day weekend are going to be eating stuff they're not normally, and they're going to be bloated and inflamed like crazy. And then we're going to be starting. So it's going to be perfect. So that's why we were thinking the 6th, because nobody's going to want to do it when they're on, a holiday or whatever. So I didn't want to do it and have it start the end of the month. And we just start that beginning of that Monday in June. So. Okay. Any other questions of things that are happening this month, or questions on convention, anything before we end? And then reach out to me if you haven't. And then I want to see yours with your team on by tomorrow. So have some conversations, start casting vision with your people. Okay. I know I chatted a lot, but I'm proud of y'all for coming on, and I'm excited for this month. I truly believe in every single person. I mean, you guys have some big goals, and I'm glad that you're speaking truth and life into them. It can happen if you believe it'll happen. Get those events going, keep helping one, add one, help them share a post, help them create a post for them, help them with a reach out message. Reach outs are not bad. And I'm so glad somebody reached out to me. We don't have to make it inauthentic, make it authentic. Help them reach out, help them love on people and just pour life into people, because that's what these products can do. So love you guys. So glad you came, and I'll pop this recording as fast as my internet will record it. Or put it on YouTube, and then you can share with your teams too. So we'll talk to y'all later. Bye guys.
Bye.